Hi, Cap. Congratulations. How do you rate your five for today?
Yeah, look, it's my second fiver, and the second one against England in a World Cup. But happy to do that in a World Cup semi-final.
Have you expected the win will be so easy today?
It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. No, I think, look, there was a calmness in the group this morning for some reason. We just felt like what will happen will happen. And yeah, I think once we lost the toss, I was actually happy that we batted first. Just looking at the stats of this ground and how it's been going this World Cup, I feel like they probably felt like they were going to roll us over, like we did in the first game against them. But I feel like our two openers set it up beautifully for us to come in and just play our natural game.
There is a brilliant century from the captain and also 5 wickets all from Cap. So what is the turning point of this game?
Sorry?
What is the turning point of this game? There is a brilliant century and 5 wickets all.
Look, I feel like it's both with the bat and then with the ball, because Wolfie finished us off brilliantly there at the back end to get us to that total. And I just felt like if we had a good start, it would be a mountain of runs to chase. So I feel like for me personally, I was a bit more relaxed when I got the England captain out.
Hi. You've made the last 3 World Cup finals now across formats. I don't want you to look ahead right now, but just how the match turned out today, the margin it was, how emotional you were after picking those initial wickets in your first spell. How are you putting it in right?
Yeah, look, we've just been so blessed to have performed the way we have over the last couple of years, and I feel like today I have to give thanks to Jesus Christ, because he carried us through that game, and it was probably his hand you saw in that game. But very proud of the girls and the way we've been performing over the last couple of years. Not a lot of people gave us or believed in us, and look, the job is still not done, but we'll enjoy it tonight.
Any idea on how Tasmin Britt's shoulder is looking right now?
No, she's okay. It's just, yeah, hurt it a little bit, but she's a tough cookie, so she'll be fine.
Thank you.
Hi, Kapi. Congratulations. You guys are a very emotional lot. We see that in every game that you play. How did the last 12 hours before the game sort of figure for you guys after training when you went back to the hotel? What were the conversations like? Were you talking about this maybe being a high-pressure match, given that England's had your number a number of times? Or were you all calm? Because we saw a lot of rage in your eyes when you came out with the ball. We saw a lot of rage when you got out just short of your 50. So just take us through maybe your own emotions in the last maybe 24 hours.
To be honest, not yesterday. Yesterday was optional training, so I didn't go to training. The day before, I probably had one of the worst net sessions of the last 10 years of my career. So it ended with me crying. And look, I think that's just cricket. Just believed in my skill and left it all to Jesus Christ to help us through today. So initially in our first net session, all of our batters, we probably lost like 10 wickets in the first 2 overs we faced. And then the coach just called us in and said, listen, just put a price on your wickets. Even yesterday's meeting, I feel like Coach Manla actually made us feel relaxed, because we had a totally different meeting with him. Just the way he's been going about his business. Yeah, everything was just different from that moment on. So initially a bit frantic in the nets, until we had that meeting with Coach yesterday. And I feel like this morning or this afternoon when we arrived here, everyone just looked so relaxed. So it was a completely different camp. We didn't really speak about the game too much. We obviously knew what we had to do, and luckily for us that it went our way today.
Right, and in this game we've seen you and Laura had a brilliant game today with bat and ball. When you have senior players or you have leadership, like people in the leadership group who come and step up this way, right? What is your motivation? Like when you see things are getting a little tough, or when you realize that, okay, this is a 300 total, but it's an England side that can take the game away from you. You came in with that first over and that sort of just changed the entire tone of how that second half was going to go. How do you motivate yourself to keep turning up like that time and again, especially when you've seen so many years of cricket, to keep it going like that with the same intensity? How difficult is that?
Well, to be honest, I probably haven't had the best World Cup personally. So coming into this game, I knew I was due a good performance. Wolfie was brilliant as well. She's so consistent. But look, I think it's just to go back to the experience of having been here for so many years. And ultimately, that is what wins you semi-finals and World Cups. I feel like the past semi-finals I probably haven't been at my best and have not contributed the way I should have. So I'm really happy that tonight I could make a difference in the result. But look, again, it's just the love of the sport. Like, that's why we play, because we just love cricket so much, and I absolutely love playing for South Africa.
Just last one from me. This unit is like a family. We've seen how you guys sort of banded together even last year when you lost the final. Everyone was just in clumps, consoling each other. Even here, we've seen you have family on. We've seen Dane come for a couple of the games, and you've spoken so much about her support and just having her around as well. What does it mean to you when you have a difficult campaign, when you've had a game like that 69 all out, and you have a loss in your final league game, and then you come and do this in a semi-final, where it's a plus 100 run win? How validating does it feel maybe for your support systems as well, who are back home and sort of propping you guys up through difficult campaigns like that?
Yeah, look, firstly, I have to give a lot of credit to Manla. I feel like since he's come on board, he just has a different outlook on the game. And then, yes, look, nothing is more important than family. I feel like, I even said it this morning, like I've always been so focused on wanting to win a World Cup. And this morning our team doctor, she came to my room, she prayed for me, and then she actually told me a story. And it's almost then when it just hit me that cricket isn't everything. Maybe I'm on this path for another reason, I don't know. But yeah, having these girls around, having team management around, and then family, like ultimately, especially if it doesn't go your way, they're always there, no matter what the outcome. Yeah, that's really special, just knowing I can go back to family.
Hi. Today's game was crucial, and you ended up in the winning side. So, any special word for this ground?
Look, I was a bit nervous coming here. It probably wasn't a wicket that suited our style of play with the ball and the bat. But ultimately, I feel like we probably played one of our best World Cup matches today.
Another one. Tomorrow is another semi-final. So, whom do you want in the final?
Look, we've been saying for a couple of years now, I would love to play India in a final. Especially, I feel like when I play in India, even though the crowd is against me, it feels like they're shouting for me. So I love the crowds.